Hello, it's Dusty Thunder with another story for you. This one is titled, Am I the Astronaut? Flatmate wants his girlfriend to stay with us for 3 months. Guessing OP has an opposition to this, so based on title alone, let's go ahead and cast our votes. Here we go. Bit of a backstory. My friend Bob, 24 male, and I, 28 male, became friends in uni, and when we graduated, we decided to move to another city for our jobs. Luckily, one of our friend's mom owned a 2-bed flat and agreed for us to move in at a discounted rent, 2/3 of the general rent rate in that area. At the start of it, we agreed that I will set up the Wi-Fi and council tax, and he will set up the energy. I got the Wi-Fi set up before he moved in and council tax soon after. Bob did not set up the energy, and we still have not paid anything towards it. He claims the energy people are hard to deal with. So getting electricity, switch it over to his name. When we were moving, Bob asked if he could get the bigger room as his girlfriend might visit, who stayed 2 hours away, so it would make sense for him to get it. I agreed, we're friends after all. 6 months ago, Anne moved into a flat 5 minutes from us, and I started dating Sarah, 26 female, who lives in another city. Bob began staying at Anne's place most nights, 5 to 7 days a week, and used that as an excuse to stop cleaning, buying shared household items, or contributing to upkeep. My girlfriend visits 2 to 3 weekends a month, and I clean before she arrives. Bob occasionally cooks but leaves dishes behind for me to deal with. This brings us to the current situation. Anne's flatmate has decided to move out in April. Anne cannot afford the flat on her own. I suggested to Bob that he move in with Anne, and he said no, it's too soon. They've only been dating for 2 years, each their own. Last week, Bob asked me if Anne could live in our flat for 3 months, April till June, as she is going to travel in July for 3 months. I said I was more than happy to let her stay without paying anything. Okay. Bob has just registered with the energy company, and they sent him an invoice of £1,300 in overdue fees. We decided to pay $100 towards it to pay it off. Now he says to me that Anne will pay $150 towards the energy debt, and this is him doing me a favor. I told him if anybody is doing anyone a favor, it's me doing a favor for Anne. And secondly, I'm not going to see any of that $150, so it does not matter to me if she pays or doesn't pay. Now Bob says Sarah can't stay over on weekends because Anne would feel uncomfortable, even though Anne and Sarah get along. I believe it's actually Bob who dislikes having people around. I told him this was an unreasonable condition. I won't agree. As a paying tenant, I can have visitors, and since Anne isn't paying rent, she has no say in how I use my home. If she's uncomfortable, she shouldn't move in. Bob and Anne are used to having full control of Anne's flat since her roommate never comes out. I think they expect the same setup here, which is absurd, given that Anne is only paying Bob, not me. Even if she were paying a fair share, she wouldn't get exclusive rights to the common areas. Am I the astronaut for refusing this? Additionally, any help in how to handle this situation would be highly appreciated. OP, your roommate sounds exhausting. Mentally, physically, emotionally, exhausting. This is just exhausting. This is a terrible roommate, Kayla. This is ridiculous. Like, the amount of tit for tat, petty BS happening here is just wild. Okay, let me try to back up and untangle this just a second. So Bobbert, not jumping in and handling the thing he was supposed to handle in the first place, which was getting electricity flipped over to his name, just not doing it. Okay, like that takes some time. Does it though? I dragging his feet on that, and then him staying at his girlfriend's place more frequently, but using that as an excuse to not contribute the way that he agreed to contribute, and then asking if his girlfriend can move in for 3 months, but then trying to impose some kind of forceful rule and exclude people who have been welcome visitors previously. None of it makes any sense at all. No, you can't just look. If you want to live here exclusively and not have anybody else around, you could take over 100% of the rent and 100% of the debt, and I'll move out somewhere else. You are not the astronaut for opposing this. I'm going to hit the NTA button and hope it doesn't screw anything up. Not at all. I think it's the roommate, not Anne. 100%. Brownie babe. Yeah, I'm with you there. This is a Bobbert problem. This is not Anne. They get along. And maybe, but maybe Anne really likes to have her space. She hasn't lived with them before, so it could be something like that. But regardless, she's not a paying tenant there. She's not on the lease. She doesn't have any kind of renter's rights built into this thing. And she sure as shit can't jump in and start opposing guests that had been previously welcome. Can't do it. Angel, I'm going to live with this girl for 3 months, but it's too soon to move in with her. Ellen, yeah, don't get the double standard. I don't either. And it is, gosh, You've only had your girlfriend stay over on weekends. I won't mind to move in, but then yours isn't allowed to stay over on weekends anymore. What? This makes no sense at all. What's up, Melon? In Australia. Good morning to you as well. I'd be gone, Droshko. This is one of those things where like, okay, I'm gonna try to survive till the end of my lease, and then I'm finding my own place. Or I'd offer to buy him out. Or offer to let him buy me out. It's just like, this is not somebody you want to be a roommate with, because this is not the end of it. This is the beginning of it. He's been able to escape and spend the majority of his time somewhere else. Now that's changing, and you aren't going to be able to get rid of him. You're going to deal with more of his bullshit every damn day. No, Bob. No. If you want exclusive control, go get your own exclusive place. Now, they may just be trying to push him out. Did you say 2 years is too soon to move in together? Yes, Amber. Yeah. Yep. 2 years. But I want to live with her for like 3 months, and then she's going to be gone for 3 months. So, you know. Tammy, good point. What happens when she comes back from traveling and has nowhere to live? For sure. Angel Bob's a man with no brain cells floating in the middle of the ocean.